There are only 3 ways to grow a business. So if you're not focusing on one of these areas, then you're wasting your time and money. And by doubling each of these levers, you don't just double your revenue, you 8 times it. So discover which area of your business will give you the biggest leverage right now. If you're new here, I'm Craig Dew. I've been growing businesses for 26 years and estimate my work has helped generate over $100 million in sales. Now, I learned this original model from the famous business fixer, Jay Abraham. Level 1 is get more customers. This is a bit obvious, so let me give you a formula that will help simplify your marketing decisions. I want you to decide on your allowable customer acquisition cost, your CAC. Now, you'll need the other 2 levers to figure this out, so we'll come back to the formula at the end. For now, let's just say this is how much you have to spend to acquire a customer. So if you're an e-com business, it might be $30. If you're a service business, it might be $2,000. So now you can ask yourself, if I run this ad or I hire this SEO agency, will I get enough customers back to cover my customer acquisition cost? Now, most people focus here on getting more customers, which means the next lever is often overlooked. Lever 2 is increase the transaction size. This is how much a customer spends with your business every time they purchase. However, I want you to think about it in how do you give more value to your customers. You could offer a more comprehensive solution as an upsell, or an alternative as a cross-sell, or give them a nice little add-on as an order bump, or offer a cheaper alternative as a downsell. One way to describe this is your average order value, or AOV. In e-commerce, if you had a $60 average order value and added just $10 to that, and you had 1,000 customers buying every month, then you'd add $10,000 in revenue to your business. That's $120,000 a year. A service business is normally more expensive, so an increase here can make a massive difference. Now, increasing the transaction size is great, but the next lever is what the success of your business really hinges on. Lever 3 is increase purchase frequency, which is how often a customer buys from you. We know it's a lot more expensive to acquire a new customer than to sell more to existing customers. That's why providing a great product or service is so essential to success. You pay the customer acquisition cost once, but every purchase after that, the margin is all gross profit. For example, if a customer stays for 3 months, but you extend that to 6 months, you've actually doubled your business. Your lifetime value, LTV, is calculated by timesing your average order value by your purchase frequency. And remember, this is a revenue number. And so in an e-com business, you might have an average order value of $50 and the person stays for 4 months. And so that's $200 in lifetime value. If you have a 50% gross margin, that means you have $100 in gross profit. As a general rule of thumb, an allowable customer acquisition cost is about 1/3 of the lifetime value. If the lifetime value is $100, then your customer acquisition cost would be $33.33. We could round that to $30 to acquire a customer that's worth $100 over their lifetime. For a service business, you might have $9,000 in lifetime gross profit for a customer, and so you could spend $3,000 to acquire that customer and still make $6,000 every time. Most people get a bit stingy around this and want to acquire customers for as little as possible, but it severely limits their business growth. You can also see how the ratio of what you acquire a customer for can be way better than 3 to 1. And the higher the multiple, the more profitable your business is going to be. So I want you to remember, you're wasting your time and money if you want to grow your business, but you're not focusing on one of these 3 levers: getting more customers, increasing transaction size, or increasing purchase frequency.